Hello, great individuals! Are you ready to experience a mental blow-off? We're delving into a topic that has captivated humans for millennia today, fallen angels and Lucifer. But hang on tightly, everything you believe you know may just be inverted. First of all, let me ask you a question that might cause some disturbance. What if I told you the tale of Lucifer, the lovely angel who disobeyed God, isn't exactly found in the Bible? Unbelievable, right? Still, stick with me as we are only starting this. Let us now first begin by considering what the Bible teaches about Lucifer directly. Turning with me, Isaiah 14:12 states, "How you have fallen from heaven, rising star, son of the dawn. You who once lay low the nations have been hurled down to the earth." This initially sounds to be referring to a fallen angel. The worst part is that looking at the background, this section is really concerning the king of Babylon. Not a celestial creature, it is a prophecy against a human ruler. Why did people start linking this with Lucifer? Actually, it's all about translation. Translated into Latin as Lucifer, the Hebrew name employed here, Hallel ben Shachar, meaning light bringer or morning star. With time, this got entwined with other tales and customs, and voila. We finally produced the Lucifer narrative as we know it now. Still, don't panic, we are not yet done with surprises. The Bible notes angels who sinned even if it does not address Lucifer as a fallen angel. For if God did not spare angels when they sinned, but sent them to hell, putting them in chains of darkness to be held for judgment. We see in 2 Peter 2:4 and in Jude 1:6 it reads, "And the angels who did not keep their positions of authority but abandoned their proper dwelling, these he has kept in darkness, bound with everlasting chains for judgment on the great day." There is so a notion of angels who disobeyed God. Still, it's hardly the dramatic revolt narrative that permeates most media, and most certainly not related to a character called Lucifer. You could now be wondering, okay, that's interesting, but what does this have to do with me? Allow me to relate a personal anecdote. I was supervising an expanding community initiative a few years back. Things were going nicely, and I began to feel rather good about myself. I started to believe that my great ideas and diligence alone would explain our success. But everything collapsed then. Our money vanished, important team members departed, and I was left wondering why. My pride dawned on me in that failing moment, thinking I could do it all on my own without depending on others or following our initial goal. I had fallen into the Lucifer trap. That event gave me a great lesson about humility and group projects. It became clear to me how readily we may slip into ego and self-importance even while we are attempting to do good. How therefore may we use this knowledge in our daily life? These are 3 useful actions. 1. Develop your own awareness. Look for times when you find yourself inclined to put yourself above others or stray from your morals. These are your fallen angels. 2. Build humility. Remind yourself often that you belong to something more than yourself. When pride comes, then comes disgrace, but with humility comes wisdom. Proverbs 11 verse 2 advises, maintain your link to your community and principles. We are more suited to fight proud, selfish ideas, the more rooted in what really matters we are. Let us now momentarily address Satan. Jesus notes, "I saw Satan fall like lightning from heaven," in Luke 10 verse 18. Some find this evidence of Satan's tremendous decline from grace. However, consider the background. Following their return from driving out demons, Jesus is chatting with his followers. He is not imparting a historical account of Satan's beginnings. What then is exactly happening here? If Satan represents the evil and temptation we all encounter rather than a distinct creature like Lucifer, then when Peter tries to deter him from his purpose in Matthew 16 verse 23, Jesus even refers to Peter as Satan. "Get behind me, Satan," he orders. "You are a stumbling obstacle to me. You only reflect human worries instead of God's concerns." This implies that Satan can be more about a state of mind or a kind of behavior than about any particular creature. It's about allowing fear to stop us from doing what's right or about putting our own needs last. Knowing this will help us to rethink evil and temptation entirely. We can see them as decisions we have the ability to oppose rather than as outside powers we are helpless against. As James 4 verse 7 says, "Submit yourselves then to God, resist the devil, and he will run from you." This is not about a real demon fleeing, rather, it's about how we could overcome our bad desires by turning toward virtue. Now, I would love to hear from you though as well. How does this viewpoint of fallen angels, Lucifer, and Satan affect your conception of good and evil? Let your ideas sink into the comments down below. Let's start a chat. Let's recall what Paul instructs us in Ephesians 6, verse 12. "For our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms." Knowing the actual nature of fallen angels, Lucifer, and Satan allows us to see that our actual struggle is against the powers of pride, selfishness, and fear inside our own souls, rather than against outside demons. Therefore, keep in mind that you have the ability to decide the next time you must decide between your higher self and your inner fallen angel. Joshua 24 verse 15 reminds us, "But choose for yourselves this day whom you will serve if serving the Lord seems undesirable to you. Look for yourself and each other till next time." Oh, and let me know in the comments whether you have any questions about what we covered today, or if you would want me to look at another subject in the next episodes. Your feedback helps define this channel. I find great delight delving into the topics most important to you. Let us therefore help one another on this road. Okay, that's it for today. See you in the future video.